Forewarned weather with Emily Sutton.
Good afternoon, Oklahoma. Here we go. It's already been a morning. Let me tell you, we are gearing up for what's going to be, I think, a historic storm in the state. Okay, we have not seen something like this, maybe ever, possibly, but it is reminiscent, total-wise, to the Christmas Eve blizzard. Now, there are a few differences. The Christmas Eve blizzard happened obviously during a big travel time. So I'm really hoping, since this is coinciding with the weekend, there are a lot of cancellations already, that people can just avoid the roads. Inevitably, some people have to get out. First responders, our nurses, all of that, doctors need to get out. So if you have to head out, obviously take it slow. Hopefully roads will be okay. The one thing we have working for us is it's going to be a light, fluffy snow that'll be blowing around. The downside is that could cause 3 to 4 foot snow drifts. We are going to be testing the all-time records for Oklahoma City. Based off the latest data, it is still coming in strong that we could have over a foot of snow. Top spot, Christmas Eve blizzard, 13.5 inches. Second spot, February 2011. Remember that? We had over a foot of snow in 2 days. And then January 5 through 6, 1988, almost a foot. And this is so interesting. March 18th or 19th, we had almost a foot of snow back in 1924. So how about that? Our records go all the way back to the late 1800s. And some of this depends on if one of the higher bands of snow actually moves over the airport where we officially keep records. But portions of the metro could easily see over a foot. There is a big winter storm warning across the state, all but one county included. Not only us, but the entire region. This is going to be a storm to remember across the nation. Here's the very latest storm timing, winter storm timeline. It begins at 4 or 5 p.m. Initially is sleet, and that's going to cause slick and hazardous road conditions pretty fast. Slight chance of some light icing ahead of it. I don't see that now. I think this is mainly sleet, and in fact, it may transition to snow a little bit faster now, which is also contributing to the higher snowfall totals. Heavy snow and sleet, bad roads by 7 p.m. That's when it picks up. Overnight, we could have some thunder snow. That's when you have these convective bands of heavier snow and you get the higher snowfall totals. By Saturday morning, heavy snow, blowing and drifting. And we may have a brief lull Saturday afternoon, several hours, in fact, but then it moves back in late in the day. And the second round may actually have higher snowfall totals because it is colder, could have more thunder snow again. And then it tapers by late morning or midday on Sunday. A look outside, we're calm for now. Roads are dry for Oklahoma City. We have our trackers out. Connor Toon is tracking the very latest. Earlier, we had reports of very light snow in the Chickasha and Minnetonka area. What are you seeing right now?
Yeah, Emily, that's right. We're here in the Chickasha area, westbound on Highway 62. We came down here because we heard some reports that there was some flurries already falling in the area. I can't say it right now. I've not seen any precip at all. No freezing drizzle, no snow, no sleet or anything. But we are staged down here and ready for this possibly historic winter storm. Back to you.
Thanks for that. Yeah, and it will be coming in from the south. And one of the problems is that we have dry air near the surface. So that's why it probably would have normally fallen as freezing rain, and because of the dry air, you had evaporational cooling near the surface, caused localized cooling, and so you had light snow there, which snow is always way more manageable than ice, right? Let's take a look at our current temperatures. This is the culprit, so it's 28, right? But the dew point's at 3. See the big difference between the two? That means the air is still dry near the surface. So we kind of have to saturate the lower levels before we see this reaching the ground. Winds out of the northeast at 20 to 25 miles per hour, gusts to 35 miles per hour. Clouds increasing. There's all the moisture already moving in from the south. Far southern Oklahoma near the Red River, starting to see some light ice or sleet. Look at all the moisture in Texas. This is round 1. It's all going to lift to the north and east. And then round 2 for tomorrow night and Sunday, that's already moving over the Baja towards Arizona. That's also going to be heading our way. So we have a 1, 2, 3 punch. The third punch is this Arctic blast. Look at these temperatures, 12 below for Minneapolis. We're going to see this cold air surging south. This is the first time this winter that we have cold air settling in overhead, and it's going to last for a long duration of time. That combined with the snow is going to keep us cold for majority of next week and reinforcing cold shots of air. So temperatures down to 21 for Watonga, 28 for OKC, and 28 for Chandler. We have 16 for Alva and the upper 30s to the south. Winds out of the northeast at 25 to 30 miles per hour, and we're seeing gusts still to 40. That's giving us a wind chill factor of -4 for Alva, 5 below for Guymon. Feels like 14 for Oklahoma City. Wind chills are going to be going down throughout the day. By tomorrow morning, we'll have wind chills to 10 below, maybe 15 below in the state. And then throughout the day, wind chills about 5 to 10 below. So kids wanting to play out in it, you have to not only bundle up, but cover up so you don't get frostbite. Extended exposure outside could lead to frostbite with wind chills to 20 below by Sunday morning. Let's take you hour by hour. So things are going to pick up around 4. It may take until 5, depending on how long we can saturate the lower levels of the atmosphere. But this will be either a sleet or even a snow. And then farther south, more likely going to be sleet. It is trending more towards sleet than ice for southern Oklahoma, which is a good thing. Sleet's way more manageable than a big ice storm, obviously. And then this is snow this evening for Oklahoma City. Bands of heavy snow will be possible. Another trend is that it's tapering a little bit more northwestern Oklahoma. I mean, you're still going to see 5-6 inches of snow, just not 8 or 10 like originally thought, from Woodward to Alva, maybe even to Ponca City. Then this band moves out by about noon. We have a bit of a break. There's still going to be blowing and drifting of snow, and then the next wave rolls in around 5, 6, maybe 7 p.m. This one's going to have even colder air with it, so most of it will be snow. Still sleet holding on in southern Oklahoma. We could have some heavy banding here, and within those bands, you'll have a quick burst of several inches of snow, especially if we have thunder snow. You'll have some heavy snow with it. And then into about 9 a.m., the snow continues, moving out by about noon, and an indication of maybe a final little burst of snow, a little band, a final band on the tail end of it, moving through at about 2 or 3 p.m. in southern Oklahoma. Here's a look at the ice accumulation. It has lowered, which is a good sign. That means it is getting colder above the surface faster. So that's more likely going to be sleet in southern Oklahoma than an ice storm. I'd say a couple inches of sleet. Still high impact on the roads, right? And we still could have some power outages from about Idabel to Durand, maybe Ardmore near the Red River. But farther north, lower ice, more snow. Look at these indications of heavier snow bands, these localized areas. That's what we're going to be watching, where we could have a foot to 1.5 foot of snow. Some data says even higher than that, which I can't even comprehend because we've never seen that in our weather history before. So central Oklahoma, we're going to watch where those bands set up, but it easily could be over the Oklahoma City metro. So here's my latest snow total map. In the white, 8 to 12 inches, but in this shaded area, the little dotted area, we could see 12 inches plus, so 1 foot to 1.5 foot of snow. This is between the 2 rounds through Sunday. It does not include drifts. Drifts would be 3 to 4 foot snow drifts, 3 to 6 inches to the northwest, and then some sharp cutoff where we're going to see lower totals because there's going to be higher sleet in southern Oklahoma. So our full 1 forecast this afternoon, 19 degrees. Winter storm picks up. We'll see sleet switching over to snow overnight tonight, and by tomorrow, only 7 degrees and wind chills to -10. So you need to bundle up. Here's our 7-day forecast. We're tracking the very latest. It is going to be cold, 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 -8 pipe bursting temperatures by Monday morning. By the way, you may want to start dripping your faucets, I'd say, starting tonight and probably until at least Tuesday. And then maybe again, because we're going to have a reinforcing cold shot of air towards the end of next week. Kids, it's almost unbelievable.
Oh boy. It is incredible, right?
People will give us flack saying we're hyping or whatever, but if you saw the data behind the scenes, it's been holding true. So
it's the real deal. Okay, we're going to be checking with all of our crews. Thank you so much. We know there's lots of activities planned for this weekend too, so we want to update you on a few of those, including the big Thunder game tonight. That's next.